Hi, I'm Vasundhara, founder of Read to Lead. And today, for celebrating our fourth anniversary for Read to Lead, we had really an awesome speaker like Pawan Bhattar. And he spoke on the book Thinking Fast and Slow. And what an awesome session it was. Because it was anniversary, we had certain presentations from our beloved members, loving family members, and then we had this session and so many tools to take, as each time Pawan mesmerized the entire audience. And let me just ask a few questions to Pawan. Pawan, why you chose this book? Because somebody who is teaching everybody to read 100 books a year, definitely you've read so many books, but why you chose this book specifically for Read to Read?
Okay. So there are a couple of reasons why I chose this book. One reason is I really admire this book, the kind of effort that the author has put in, the kind of lifelong research that the author has put into this book, and the kind of value it adds to every single thing we do every day is very high. Second reason why I chose this book is whenever I have an opportunity to present a book, I generally choose big fat books which people find difficult to read. Fine. Given the time constraints and other stuff, small books you can still read. This is an opportunity for them to get the crux of something which is a little bit beyond their budget of time or budget of effort to put to read in a book. So I thought this can be a good book to present. And third, because of my company being Pawan Bhattar Institute of Thinking, thinking is really a core topic that I like to talk about. That is the core of our existence, I believe. And I thought there cannot be a better book than Thinking Fast and Slow to present on this forum.
Absolutely awesome. I always wanted to ask you this particular question, Pawan, and I don't want to miss on the chance. Uh, I have heard many people saying this is my mission, and I've seen companies saying this is my mission, and it's there on the board. But very rarely people really driven by their mission as you. So, what really made you mark this as a mission?
I would say there was no single point as such. Typically, that day this happened and then it changed my life and I started looking at life like this. Probably for my mission, there was no such, trigger event as such. It so happened that I went to learn mind maps from Tony Buzan because, like I said, thinking is one of the core of what I keep always want to learn. And I realized mind maps was a great tool, and I had gone to Tony Buzan to learn about mind maps. And it so happened that alongside the mind map course, after 2 days, he was to conduct a speed reading course. Sorry. And till then, I haven't read too many books, maybe one or two books here and there, that too because somebody forced me. I was not a great fan of reading. In fact, I would make fun of people who would read till then. But when I went there, and that was a time of transition in my life, I had left IT, I had wanted to do something different, and that required a lot of reading. And I thought, okay, anyways, I'm all the way here in UK to learn mind maps. Why not learn speed reading? Because he was the coach of the world record holder in speed reading then. So I thought it's a good opportunity. Let's learn speed reading from him just for the sake of it. काम आया तो आया, नहीं तो नहीं. And that's how I happened to learn it. When I learned it and I started using it, it was very easy. And I thought, okay, why was this not in school? Why? And I realized we all curse the education system a lot. Many people curse the education system, but nobody has options. Very few people talk about options. Okay, here is what you do instead. That very few people have. Whereas the real education that we generally say is learning from experiences. Then we also say you cannot take experiences all by yourself. You have learned from other people's experiences. Now there are wonderful and great people who have done years and years of research, who have done years and years of analysis, and they have been kind enough to record it in books, so it's ready made served to us on platter. Yet we are not reading because we find it slow and boring and difficult. And only when I learned speed reading I realized this is actually so easy, and this is the right way of educating yourself. What you were forced in your childhood is different, but now you have the choices, right? You can choose what you want to read. So that's how I thought, okay, this is something that I can take to people. And I also realized this is something that I can make a little bit of bread and butter out of this as well. So this is a good combination of passion plus ration, as I call it. Fine. That's how it started. And then as I did it more and more people started liking it. And when I started listening to success stories, when people met me after or sent me an email after a year, 2 years, I attended your training and this changed in me, that changed in me. that slowly and eventually made it a mission. So it didn't start as a trigger for a mission, but it is a mission that was built over time. And as things became better and better, I also made it more and more available to people. And now the mission really is to make it very easy for everybody to learn. Now it is not limited to reading, but all forms of learning. How do you learn? How do you become a good learner? And I am fond of calling myself as your learning partner with all this. So that's how the mission got built.
Absolutely wonderful to hear all of this, Pawan. In Read to Lead, we have a mission where we encourage people to read more and also share the insights. And I think both the missions are really aligned to each other. So we definitely need mentors like you for Read to Lead Club. And thank you so much for blessing us, being there, honoring us by being there as a speaker today for this special event. And the last but not the least, how did you like interacting with our members today? How was the experience?
I think it was very exciting. And I think I was lucky enough to be on your fourth anniversary. Probably your regular meetups may not be as eventful. Anniversaries are always more. So I got to see the peak energy of all your participants and the kind of interest they take, the kind of excitement they have. And it is, I see this is not, something that, where only one person is driving. I actually see the involvement of everybody. You, under your leadership, they are involved and everybody is doing some bit or the other. And that is how actually groups or missions or things like this grow. Clubs like this really grow. So it was very exciting to interact with them. It was a lot of fun, and I got to learn a few things as well from some responses that came into my questions. So you are a wonderful. I think you are a very cohesive group that adds value to each other. And like as we say, 1+1 is 11. That's what I saw in your group. And yes, we do have a lot of things common in our missions, and we can also be another 1+1 11.
Yes,
At the end of the day,
absolutely.
it's all about humanity. If everybody reads, we have good people. If you have good people, we have less terrorists.
Absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much, Pawan, and wish you all the best for the journey ahead and hope to see you again at Read to Lead. Thank you.
Same to you. My best wishes are with Read to Lead and keep growing. And Read to Lead should lead people more and more to read. Let's do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.